Our stories are not just tales told. They're blueprints of our existence. They shape our values, our beliefs, and ultimately our actions. Those things that define who we are. Every story we tell, every narrative we create, leaves an imprint. As a television journalist, I've crossed paths with extraordinary storytellers and stories that were extraordinary themselves. Some so beautiful and unbelievable, but most were heart-wrenching. I've sat with mothers who lost their children. I sat just across the table from a murderer who confessed his crimes to me. What I didn't realize at the time is that their story left an imprint on me. I started believing that a good story had to be bad. Good was bad. I thought that my own stories were not bad enough to be good, to be heard. So for decades, I didn't tell my story. I was content telling the stories of others. But eventually something shifted. I realized that my story, just like yours, that beautiful, broken story that is me, that is us, deserves to be told. We live in a world that often prioritizes spreadsheets over stories, metrics over meaning. But I've learned after 2 decades of seeing the world through the lens of a journalist that one of the most powerful forces on this earth is not data. It is the human narrative. And you as leaders hold within your grasp an incredible power. Your story. And your story is not meant to be embarrassingly tucked away or polished into corporate speak. That raw, authentic, and sometimes messy collection of experiences, they've shaped you. They're precisely what makes you relatable, trustworthy, inspiring. Your story is not a liability. It is one of your most valuable leadership tools. Because when you lead with your story, you don't just manage a company. You inspire a movement. You leave a legacy. And that, I believe, is the true measure of leadership.